So everybody wants to gather around. You can take pictures or videos, whatever you want to do. Yeah, so the stone says, Frank Evans, born June 12, 1865, killed here May 1907 by a crazy cook, murdered in cold blood with an axe, marked by death. The rest broke off. I don't know what it says. So the story goes, there was an old cowboy camp here. This guy Frank Evans insulted the cook. Cook hit him in the head with a maybe hatchet and killed him and fled to Mexico. So that's how Crazy Cook got his name. So yeah, some people miss it when they come down on their own. So feel free to take pictures, videos, monuments right there. We got another 30-minute drive.
So I am officially hiking the CDT. That's crazy to say after so many months of planning and thinking and saving. We are here. My mom drove me from Silver City to Lordsburg this morning where we met the shuttle, and there was a lot more people than I thought. There was probably 10 of us total. We had to take two vehicles to get out here, and then it was about a 3.5 hour drive, but it really wasn't that bad. And even though I watched a lot of videos, I don't know, the videos just make it seem like it's all completely flat, desolate, there's nothing. And there's literally an entire mountain range right here called the Hachita Mountains. So definitely not as deserty, like flat, sparse desert as what some of the videos you may see online show. So we're definitely going to be filming a lot of these mountains. But yeah, it was a good ride. Met some people. The road was really nice. Lots of solo female hikers, so that's cool to see. And yeah, I'm just kind of taking it all in right now. It feels a little surreal, to be honest. Like, I'm out here and I'm walking and I'm doing it. I'm like, what am I doing? How long am I doing this for? Yeah, excited to be out here. Coming up on our first CDT marker. Super exciting. Mile 1. So far, I am almost 4 miles in, doing really good. I am trying every half mile to make myself stop and drink some water because I am notoriously bad at stopping for water and snacking. I just don't really feel that hungry, but I made myself have some a little bit of peanut butter crackers, which honestly is not the best snack for the desert because your mouth is already dry. And then you're gonna stuff crackers in there, make it dry. But yeah, so far so good. I am, as usual, one of the slower hikers. I think I've been passed by 3 people so far, which is fine. I'm going at my own pace because I do not want to get injured. But like, the desert is I think one of my favorite landscapes. I love it so much. I think it's beautiful. I'm super inspired. And I was really just worried it was going to be so desolate, and it's not. I mean, it's like 360 views, no matter where you look, even back towards Mexico. So we're here for it. I think the first water cache is over that mountain range. They showed it to us this morning, which kudos to the CDTC, the coalition that manages the shuttle, because it was so informative. They were really nice. They stopped for bathroom breaks. They showed us where all the water caches were along the way. They told us how to use them, what to do, what not to do. And then they were literally everyone's personal photographers when we got to the monument. And they were really nice and waited for anybody that wanted their photo taken. And yeah, super nice guys. Really great group of people. So shout out to all of you. Danny, I believe, was our driver. So yeah, doing good. It's just crazy to think, like, this is my life for the next 4 to 5 months. Wild. I am 7.5 miles in, and my feet needed a break from carrying this lovely 30+ pound backpack. So I found this little wash and have my umbrella and my mat, and I've been doing a little stretching, but yeah, it's been good so far. I still have another 6 miles to go until the first water cache that the coalition does for you as a part of the cost of the shuttle. So you pay $175, they bring you out here, and then they cache 2 gallons of water 5 times over the course of this stretch from the border to Lordsburg, which is really helpful. So yeah, I'm doing really well. It's only 1:30 and I am making pretty good time. 2 hours and 46 minutes so far, so probably have another 2 hours of hiking until I get to the water cache, and then I will make a decision there whether I'm going to camp there or try to make it a little bit further, just depending on how I feel, or maybe take another little break. But yeah, it's been good. I just walked about a mile in that wash back there, and if you've ever ran on the beach, you'll know what I'm talking about, except the beach was this right here. That was some of the hardest walking I've ever done. It was so hard on your feet. My literal toenails are sore. I am elevating my legs to help with swelling, but I found this lovely, I think this is a juniper tree. It is now 2:30, and I thought I would make it a little further after my last break, but that wash kind of really did me in, so I'm just taking time to sit here and stretch, and my IT bands I can really feel, and then I believe it's my glute medius muscle on both sides is really like yelling at me, but otherwise I'm doing really good. My usual like average mileage when I go backpacking in Oklahoma and Arkansas is only like 8 to 10 miles, so this is about within my range. It's still another 4 miles to the cache, and then grab the cache and then go back up the hill and try to find somewhere to camp for the night. So I'm going to be here another probably 10 minutes, and then we shall be on our way. I am at 13.4 miles, and I've been walking in this wash for I think close to 4 miles today, and it is destroying my feet and my glutes and my calves, and I'm getting like surpassed by I think everybody. I literally think I'm the last one in line, so I'm bringing up the rear. And I'm very thirsty. I just finished off my water, and I have about 0.6 to go, I believe, until the cache, where I'm going to fill up all my bottles and my like extra bag that I think is 2 liters to take up to trail, because I think tomorrow is another long stretch to the second cache box. But yeah, no one warned me. No one warned me. Okay guys, I'm calling it quits today at 15.24. I came down this ridge line here in the wash, and then down there filled up with a lot of water, drank some water, and then kind of worked my way back up to then come up. And then the trail follows this ridge line for a long time. So a lot of people end up taking the road walk. But I figure New Mexico is so full of road walks, why would you elect to do it if you have another choice? So this will be my camp for the night very soon. So my mom wanted a foot check, and I could feel this one developing over the last few miles. Can say that I have never had a blister right there. I don't feel any on this one. A little baby one right there, and a little one right there. But not in the usual places, which are usually my toes. Alright guys, it was a struggle, but I got the tent set up. I forgot that I didn't have the inner lining all clipped, so it just made it a nightmare, but we got it done. So camp is set up. I did a little bit of yoga and stretching, and now I am cooking the beef taco bowl, because even though I double bagged the seasoning for the taco bowl, my entire food bag smells like taco seasoning, and I only brought one for this section, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat that tonight just to get hopefully the smell out of my bag. But yeah, I'm doing good. Reflections from the day are I should have put on more sunscreen on my legs. So I have a pretty good tan on my legs right now, and I was like, oh, I'll put it on a little bit, and I don't know how long it was until I put it on, but finally I did, and I think I was already red. So I'm a little purple on this section. I have these couple of blisters. My hands are a little burnt. I did have sunscreen on there. And my shoulders are a little sore, but really otherwise I'm doing really good. It's been a really good day one. I mean, you can ask for better weather. I'll stop talking so you can actually hear the silence. There's a couple of little birds, little desert birds that are in these little bushes that are kind of cheeping and chirping, but otherwise, like, there's no wind. In like the last 3 or 4 days, it's been nothing but wind. So I'm so grateful for such a good start to day one. And yeah, I hope that dinner is good and I get some good sleep tonight. And I'm going to journal, finish my food, and then kind of pack up my bag a little bit and get all this cleaned up. And then I am going to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Beautiful sight last night. It was completely silent all night long. There was barely any wind. Dinner was good. It was a lot of food, but I made myself eat it because I had a lot of protein in it. And then yeah, journaled, edited my video a little bit, and then fell asleep I think around 9 o'clock. My watch said I got pretty good sleep. I got 2 hours of deep sleep, which is really good. But I did feel like I tossed and turned a lot, but that's okay. I'm feeling good this morning. Just a little sore in a couple places. Some of my blisters have gone down a bit, so we are going to head out this way, and we have, I think, 11 miles to the next water cache, where I will fill everything up and then make a decision about how much further I want to go and how I'm feeling later today. Check out the seed from this Ocotillo cactus. It's so tall. That is so gorgeous. We love Mother Nature. I just had a little bit of a moment on trail here. I'm like 0.3 miles in, and I just started crying, like, just from gratitude to be here. I'm really grateful that I love desert landscapes because, I don't know, it just, for whatever reason, it inspires me. I know a lot of people don't like it. But I felt a little bit of this yesterday, but I think all of the, like, excitement and, like, nerves and stuff, and I was, like, around everybody pretty much all day. I didn't really have time to sink in, but I'm, like, hearing the birds chirp and stuff right now, and I just feel, yeah, just really grateful to be here, just for my health, for the fact that these places, for now, still exist, and, you know, for everybody that's helped me, for my mom driving me, you know, all the way out here, for my family just being supportive and not telling me I'm crazy for wanting to do this. And for my boyfriend, who is taking care of my cats right now, and always sending me encouraging words every day. Yeah, it's just really meaningful. So anyway, if you ever get a chance to get out into nature, I would highly recommend, because it's so good for your soul. So good. I don't know if it's the heat today, like being a little warmer, or just the blisters, or being sore. I don't know, or the because I chose the orange line over the blue line to go over, like, at the bottom of this mountain. So I'm doing like a lot of this, you know, because you're just riding the ridges that are going down to the road. But yeah, it's slow going today. I am only 4 miles in, and I've been hiking for 2.5 hours. So yeah, it's a little bit of a glacier pace. But yeah, even though I put sunscreen on this morning, the back of my legs is just so charred that I put on these pants. They're actually really fine to hike in because they're super airy. They're Alpha Direct 90, I believe. I got them from Farpoint. And they're supposed to just be my sleep pants, or like if it's really cold in the morning and I want to get started, you know, I can hike in these. But obviously they are not SPF proof, but it's kind of just adding another little layer of shade to the back of my legs because they're roasting. I'm not even halfway yet, but I found this beautiful, huge juniper tree in this wash. Need a little bit of just to sit down and rest my feet, because if I don't stop and rest, I start to get clumsy, and then I start to trip on rocks a lot, and I start to like bang the front of my shoe into rocks, and it just makes things not enjoyable. My map is not doing me wrong. I have the Far Out and the Avenza maps, and I'm like double checking both of them every once in a while. The wayfinding on this route has been a little bit more challenging, just because there's a lot of brush like this. And so you lose the trail really easy. And because our driver yesterday said that like 90% of people take the road, it's just not it's not a really worn in path. So you can lose it really easy. And then you like look up to look for the waypoint markers, the big wooden post, and they're nowhere to be found. So I'm having to check my phone a lot more today than yesterday. But yeah, I'm doing good. Mentally, I'm doing fine. Physically, not as well as yesterday, but that was my own fault. I should have put sunscreen on, and I probably should have done something about the blisters a little sooner, but here we are. At the rate I'm going, I won't be at the water cache until around 2, maybe even 3, and I'm like, it's just, the water rationing is real, and I did not bring enough water bottles. I drank all 3 liters that I brought last night, which is good. I mean, I need to stay hydrated, but then that only leaves me with 2.5 liters until the next water source. So coming up on my first gate of the CDT. I know there's a lot because of how much ranch and cattle land there is along the divide. That's great. Whew. This day is, it feels like it's going at a glacier pace. I already have my umbrella on. The sun exposure is real. firm. There's literally no trail. Oh, I wonder when I would get to that part. I've been here for the last few miles. I am literally just having to walk with my phone and looking down at it, which I had to put my trekking poles up because it was just too much to try and carry trekking poles, try and look at my phone, and carry this umbrella. I'm now realizing why it's taking me so long, because I just can't go that fast. Not only because I'm a little sore, but you just can't walk quickly because you have to like, this will be like what it looks like in this one little spot. And we must be on some rancher's land because there also are not very many CDT markers, which there was quite a few when I first started this morning, so it made it easy because you would kind of look out in the distance and you would see the post, and so you'd be like, okay, so you generally kind of knew, you know, where you're heading. But whew, not this last couple miles. It's been rough.
This was the last mile before the water cache, and it was excruciating walking on this sand.
All right, everyone, I'm going to keep this short because today was brutal, to say the least. I didn't really go that far. I think I did under 12 miles, but doing the orange line, as I mentioned, or the official red line, there was no trail most of the time, so it really slowed me down. I have an additional blister on my other heel now, which wasn't fun. And my feet today just were really, really struggling. And the sun was brutal. And I ran out of water. I mean, I didn't run out of water. I had to start rationing water like only 4 miles in. But I made it to camp. I made it to the water cache, which is at mile 25.3 or something like that. Sat there and drank a few liters of water and then filled everything up, and then just basically like walked back down into like this brushy area that's near the highway, but I don't care. It's close to that water cache because I'm going to drink all this water tonight, and I'm going to fill up in the morning because I believe it's another 20 miles until the next one. And depending on the terrain, I don't know. We'll see if I make it that far. But on tonight's menu is pesto pasta with chicken, some M&Ms, some extra protein, a little packet of olive oil because I have not had enough calories today. And then I'm going to journal, edit a little bit, and turn in for the night. All my messages from the family are coming in right now. But I'm very grateful to be here, even through the pain. I knew it was going to be this way. My feet are going to have to just suffer for a while until they get trail hardened, if you will. But yeah, doing good, and I have a great view for free.